If you love tech and electronics, you've probably heard the term LiDAR. You've probably seen it on some of Google's designs of an autonomous vehicle, or perhaps the commercials of the new iPad Pro. But what is LiDAR? Let's go into its science at Scientify.
LiDAR stands for Light Detection and Ranging, and it's a high-speed distance sensor with a terrific accuracy. Now, what a LiDAR does is that it shoots these short bursts of light which hit nearby objects and come back to the photoreceiver or light receiver in the LiDAR. After that, it's just simple math. The time gap between transmitting and receiving the light helps calculate the distance of the objects on the LiDAR. Speed is equal to distance upon time. We measured the travel time for light and we know the speed of light. So speed multiplied by time will give us the distance travelled by the light. Since we know that the light travelled two ways, away from the LiDAR and then towards it, we can divide the calculated distance by 2 to get the distance of the object from the receiver. It's that simple. And in case you're wondering, no, we can't see the light bouncing around. It's in the infrared range, beyond the spectrum visible to humans. But why should we use LiDAR? It is rarely accurate and also has a high sampling rate. So it can map its environment in 3 dimensions by being able to detect the objects around it. I won't put a number on the accuracy and sampling rate of a LiDAR since LiDARs differ from one use case to another, but here's an interesting stat. If we compare our average Garmin V3 LiDAR with the average ultrasonic sensor, the LiDAR's accuracy is 100 times better than that of the ultrasonic sensor. And the sampling rate, or the number of measurements per second, is also about 5 times that of an ultrasonic sensor. Now, where do we use LiDAR? What's all the hype about? Last I checked, Elon Musk said this.
LiDAR is a fool's errand, and anyone relying on LiDAR is doomed.
Well, the man himself uses LiDAR at SpaceX to dock spacecrafts at the International Space Station. But he doesn't believe it's a good idea for cars. He believes that cameras are not only more efficient but also a lot cheaper to work with. In fact, research done at Cornell does support this claim by giving the drawbacks of LiDAR and also testing the alternative camera solution, which happens to be better suited to a car's aerodynamics.
Cornell's paper suggests that depth perception, which is the most critical advantage of LiDAR over cameras, can be replicated by using stereo images. In humans, this is achieved simply by having two eyes close to each other so that each eye takes a slightly different image. The brain processes these images simultaneously to perceive depth. So now input has been created into a depth map. This second change they suggest is to create a top-down or bird's eye view of the images rather than the conventional front view. Then we just need to use any LiDAR algorithm to get a system mimicking LiDAR at a fraction of the cost.
It's pretty interesting. I've linked the paper in the description. Do check it out.
Oh, we almost forgot about the iPad. LiDAR has improved the iPad's depth perception and has made Apple's Measure app and other AR apps more accurate.
Right, so that was about the fancy sounding applications of LiDAR. But LiDAR has been around for a while, so let's move on to the older and common use cases. Scientists have been using LiDAR to study the surface of the Earth by controlling LiDAR drones. Essentially, the LiDAR drone is able to map the topography of the area it's surveying and maybe even count the number of branches on trees. The applications are endless. And with that, it's time to wrap up this video. What do you think of LiDAR and its use in smartphones and iPads? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you could click on the thumbs up sign below. Do subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell if you would like to keep up with us. Thanks for watching.